Kayla here at Usborne Books and More. I'm going to show you a couple of our picture storybooks. This one is called A Tale of Two Beasts, and it's about this little girl who's walking through the woods one day, and she finds this little beast, and she takes him home and she gives him a bath, and she wraps him up in a sweater so he can stay warm. And then one night he runs away, and she's wondering why this little beast ran away, and she's kind of upset. Well, then it starts again from this little beast's point of view about how he was playing in the tree one day, and this beast took him home and tied him up and put him in this soapy water and made him all clean, and it tells his point of view. So it shows the story from both point of views, that there's always two points of view from the story, and it goes on to kind of tell their story of how they became friends, but that there's always two sides to a story, and it's great to be able to teach the kids that, you know, you can always listen to the other sides of the story of what other people have to say, that, you know, everybody has a different point of view. So I love that it teaches them that. The next one I'm going to show you is Cinderella. These are our picture books. They've got a padded cover here that's soft, and you open them up and it's got all these beautiful illustrations, all the fun colors that they can see. They can read along. They're a little bit different than your typical Disney Cinderella story, all the different stories. So it goes through and it shows her story and how she goes to the ball and all the different things. But they have beautiful illustrations, and it's so much fun. The girls love these. And there's a lot of other ones. There's Jack and the Beanstalk, and there's, you know, Beauty and the Beast. There's a bunch of different ones that we have as options. The next one I want to show you is a little less known, and it's Waiting for Winter. And it's about this little squirrel who has never seen winter before. And so he's, you know, talking to the deer and the different animals. Let's see if I can get it to work. About the different animals, and now he's waiting and waiting for winter to come, and he's just so excited, and he wants to know what happens, and he's still waiting and waiting. And so it's his different things that he does to keep himself entertained, the different animals that he meets in the forest, what actually happens, you know, when it does. Here's him with the bear and the hedgehog waiting, and finally it does start to snow, and so then it shows their adventures of going and playing in the snow, and it's really fun and it's sweet, and some of the pages have words, some of them don't, and you kind of get to just look through the pages, and it's fun to look through with the kids. The next one is one of my favorites. It's called You Choose, and we play a game where you open it up. So it's got the different things here. So you open it up, and it has, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? And we played this the other day, and so I asked my daughter, okay, where would you go? And she chose one place. And I said, okay, well, that's where you chose. So now it's my turn. So I got to pick a place, and we got to discuss why we would like to go there and what we would do and all the fun things that we could do. You know, the next page, who would you like for your family and friends? Do you want to be friends with the princess? Do you want to be friends with the vampire or the pirate? And do you want them in your family? Here's Santa. Do you want to be friends, or do you want him in your family? Different things. So it's all these different things that you can choose, and it was fun to get to know my daughter a little bit more, and some of them I knew the answers before she did, but once she found them, was excited. And so it's fun, but there were some that she surprised me with, so it was really fun to be able to go through and pick all these different things that would be so fun. And it's fun to be able to get to know the kids a little better. This one is one of my favorites. It's called Jonathan James and the What If Monster. So this is a story about Jonathan James, and he has this what if monster. Here's our what if monster here that you can get as well. And he goes through his day with all of these what ifs in my head. What if I fall and skin my knee? What if I jump in the pool and I look really silly and everybody laughs at me? What if I paint this picture and nobody likes it? What if I try this food and it's yucky? So he goes through his day with all of these what ifs. And then partway through the day, he says, wait a minute. What if you're wrong? You silly what if monster. What if you're wrong? What if I climb that tree and I don't fall and I get really high and I have tons of fun? And what if I splash in the pool and everybody thinks it looks great? And, you know, just all the different things that he's like, wait, what if I actually have a lot of fun? And it's one of those to just kind of show you, you don't have to hold yourself back. There's a lot of fun things that you can do. And there's the what if monster, and we cuddle with the what if monster as we read it. Another thing that we have are these illustrated books. And they've got the padded cover. They've got this great bookmark that can help you keep your place. This one is illustrated fairy tales. And it goes through and it has the different stories, Sleeping Beauty and The Emperor and the Nightingale, Beauty and the Beast, all these different stories that we're familiar with, The Frog Prince. And they just have these beautiful illustrations here that you can kind of see that that are a lot of fun, that keep the kids engaged, and they get to read these stories with you. And there's a lot in the we have a lot of illustrated ones. We've got illustrated for princes and princesses, illustrated classics for children, illustrated Bible stories. We've got Treasure Island. It's unabridged, and it is the original one that you can go through and you can read with your kids, but they're also illustrated, so it keeps them entertained as well. There's some that don't have as many pictures. This one doesn't have as many, but there are quite a few in here that that you get to see, and you get to help teach the kids about classic stories. And they're a lot of fun, and we really like these. And that's it for these books.